Welcome back to the Coalition Friend YouTube channel. My name is Garrett, and today I'm bringing you a review for An American Pickle, which is HBO Max's first endeavor into original film, and it's cute. I don't really know what to think about this movie. So, this film, at the beginning, is shot in a 1:1 aspect ratio, which is a square. And this is when the movie is good. I think this entire beginning of the film is incredibly charming. The first of Seth Rogen's characters is very fun in this beginning of the film. I like the romance that blossoms, what these characters are doing. It's a lot of fun, and it's filmed in a modern aesthetic, and I like that a lot. After that, though, when it gets back to regular, is when this movie just starts falling down for me, and it becomes an episode of Family Guy, to where, as the movie progresses, like an episode of Family Guy, it just gets more and more absurd and away from where we started at the beginning. And it's not really the same tone. Thematically, I can't even figure out what this film is supposed to be about. Be a good person, but both characters aren't good people in this film. They both do terrible things, and because they're family, they're okay? No, it doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense as a movie. It was a short story before it was written into a film, and I don't think you can stretch something like this out into the 84 minutes that something's actually on screen. It's a 89-minute film, but like 5 of those minutes are credits. And Seth Rogen in the film is fine. He has to play 2 different characters, but because it's him playing 2 different characters, my suspension of disbelief was just out of the way because I know how a film like this would have been made. Anything that was said by Herschel at the beginning of the film, I actually liked. It was very funny. And then it just became a fish out of water movie, which you've seen a tons before. And I think the only original thing this movie had for it was the seltzer bit, which I thought was very funny. I would have loved for them to have gone all the way and introduced him to like a White Claw, an alcoholic seltzer. That would have been very funny to see. Oh, you could have gone there, but you didn't. And it's weird because this film is shot very well. I like how it's shot. And the score is very, very good. I like what the score does. It's maybe a bit too intense in some spots where it doesn't need to be. But when there's no dialogue and it's a montage of people doing stuff, the score works there because it is a little bit of an intense thing that they're going through. This is a film where I believe that it has too fast of a pace. Once shit starts going down between the 2 characters and the stuff they're doing separately, the film just rockets off. And it just cuts between things happening so quickly that it doesn't feel like things are actually developing in these characters' lives. Like the fact that Herschel gets so popular so fast, a little bit too much for me to believe. The internet is fast, but I don't think it's that fast. There's also way too many shots of New York just to fill time. Not needed. Like the amount of times we see the Statue of Liberty, too much, to the point that at some point I thought it was just gonna move. I don't know why, but I thought the Statue of Liberty was just gonna cartoonishly dance at some point. Like, that's where this level of absurdity was in this film, that forget anything that's fact. Let's make it all haywire and everything. I mean, you already have someone who went into a vat of pickles, and then 100 years later was able to come out of those pickles, and he didn't age a day. And it's just like, what? And then with pickles, I guess I learned how to make pickles. I already knew they had cucumber, but I thought it was vinegar you put with pickles. No, it's just salt and water? What? I learned that from this movie. Didn't want to. In the end, this movie just isn't funny for me, for the most part. The drama that's there comes off very melodramatic. I don't see any theme in this film. I don't know what this film was supposed to be about, or what it's supposed to teach someone, if it is even supposed to teach someone anything. The acting is fine. Seth Rogen is okay. It's shot well. The score is good. Maybe one of my favorites of the year so far. I'm just gonna forget this film, and that's why I just gotta give it a 5 out of 10. Like, for me, it was just a nothing movie for me. It's just something I'll watch. Sort of good way to kill 80 minutes, and then move on. Watch more of Big Bang Theory, which is what I'm doing. A lot. So if you've seen An American Pickle, comment down below what you thought about it. If you liked this video, give it a like. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye! There are moments you realize why films get picked up by streaming services and not put in theaters. Because if I saw this movie in theaters, it would have been a worse score than I gave it.